Before we get into Mass Effect 3, a little bit of relevant conversation here today. You guys know I'm a Destiny person, I'm a Mass Effect person. That's probably the majority of what I've done on this channel in my time broadcasting so far. Destiny and Mass Effect. So the Anthem VIP demo launched today, and I am not part of it myself, but I watched quite a bit of another one of my favorite streamers playing it, putting it through its paces, and I'm gonna not. I'm gonna try not to make comparisons except where it's relevant because I really am wanting to get away from doing that. I'm just gonna try to be honest and factual. Okay, so know that coming in honest and factual. Anthem first impression. Okay, grab my notes here because I wrote some stuff down. Um, I got bored watching because if I squinted my eyes, Anthem literally looks like Mass Effect Andromeda's combat. If I squinted, it looked like I was playing Mass Effect Andromeda. Um, I'm not going to say that that's good or bad because Andromeda's combat system was fantastic. Um, in the context of the Anthem demo, it turned me off because it looked like a copy paste tweak of Andromeda. And the longer I watched the Anthem demo, the more it irked me for a reason that I can't quite put my finger on. I don't know. So that's main impression one. Um, the world is what I saw. The world is really beautiful, but for all of its beauty, I found it very uninteresting. Um, it's kind of the way that I feel about a lot of some of the other third person, kind of looter RPG games that are out there. They are beautiful. Like, they don't look terrible at all. Anthem doesn't look terrible at all. It's just there's nothing that stands out like it does in some other games. Okay? So that's the other thing. For me right now, because the demo has no story, um no story, no raids. We didn't get to a lot of the other weapons or the upgrades for the weapons in the javelin. I didn't see a lot of loot yet. Um, but just based on what I saw, which, if I squint, looks like Mass Effect Andromeda combat, okay? It's not enough to make me put down what I'm already invested in, to cut ties with those investments and play Anthem. That's the fairest way that I can say it. For me right now, Anthem, from what I saw, is a pass. Hard pass. Um, if I were to get it at all, it would be bargain down the road. That is not a day one full price purchase for me at all, if at all. Um, the positives that I want to do, I want to end with positive reminders too about that. The only thing we saw was the combat, and while it annoys me that it's a copy and paste of Mass Effect Andromeda's combat, I want to flip that around to positive because Mass Effect Andromeda's combat is one of the best parts about that game. It worked really well. It had a lot of fast movement and it had a lot of options. The way that you controlled it with the button mapping even and all of those things was great. So it's not in the nuts and bolts sense a negative that that's what it's like. It just irks me because I've already played it. You know what I mean? we haven't seen what the story is like at all. That's not even in the demo. Okay, so hypothetically, Anthem could have this great story and this great, loot and RPG gameplay loop that when you bolt Andromeda's combat to that, oh my god, it might be super, super amazing. And for a lot of people, it's going to be more accessible because it is in the third person and not the first person. For a lot of people, that's a huge deal. So I have to call that out right now. Entirely possible that whatever is waiting for us with the story is going to completely turn that irritation for me around. Okay, point number one. We haven't seen all the weapons and all the upgrades. One of the things that made it remind me of Andromeda is Anthem seems very much to be a tech power, big explosions, science-y things, and not the space magic angle. And I fully acknowledge I like the high fantasy, like space magic style more than I like the tech style. Okay. But there's nothing wrong with it. And there could be some tech-based, like fully amazing things. And even like the streamer I was watching earlier, he would do his ultimate and like it looked like all these freaking firebombs just dropped from the sky and it was really awesome. So there was nothing wrong with it. There was nothing broken about it. It wasn't meh in that sense. Just not for me the way that it is right now, what I saw, And we haven't seen how raids are gonna work. I don't know if Anthem is gonna have like the strike style in addition to the raid style. We know that the raids are gonna be fully match made, which is a huge positive point to me. That whatever the raids are gonna be, they're gonna have matchmaking, but it also like just makes me wonder mechanically what they're gonna be, mechanically how interesting are they gonna be, because if you're gonna matchmake and you have to assume that people, aren't gonna be talking, then is it like a really large strike? If we're talking about Destiny scale with raid at the top and strikes are a 3-man that's simpler but still interesting, right? So in closing, again, I say right now, Anthem from what I've seen is just not for me. And that's okay. There's a lot that I saw when I just put on my objective hat and I say, is this game solid? Does it function? Does it look interesting? Is it gonna have an audience? Are people gonna have fun with it? Yeah, definitely. It's just not enough from what I saw to make me put down what I'm already invested in. 100% fair. And I'm really anxious, like excited anxious, for launch day to come for Anthem and watch the streamers playing it and see what the game really is. Demos and betas bug me sometimes because I think by leaving stuff out, they can leave a really bad taste in your mouth. I mean, you can even see that that's happened to me. I looked at it and went, I've played this before. It's Mass Effect Andromeda, right? Right. But I know that that's not fair. And I'm reserving any kind of real judgment for that game until I see what's going on after the game launches. So I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to let you guys, knowing what my taste is, I wanted to let you guys know what's going through my head looking at Anthem right now. I strongly encourage you all to check it out for yourselves, though. Don't just go by me. There is a good game there that might be exactly the thing that some of you that are not into my style are looking for. Absolutely, 100%. Go check it out. Watch the streamers and see what's up. Okay, so that's Anthem impressions. That's Anthem impressions. We're all done with that.